Floki, back to you. The reason why you're on the show is not because you've just retired. You've taken up golf, by the way, which is interesting. We've got a golf swing on here as well. You say you've got a bit of a fade going, but is your pub rating? You love a lager. I would go so far to say that you probably love a lager more than I do.
Well, Scala, to compliment you, during my young buck days, entering professional rugby, I was very much influenced by the big dogs, the senior players, yourself, John de Villiers, a few of the other, hard VPO men. And what you did instill in me was very much a perspective on life. And having that perspective, requires a few beers, and I've sort of taken to that. I've adopted that throughout my career. It's stood me in good stead. But I think that's a fair assessment. I just may enjoy a beer as much as you do.
You even brought that into your celebrations on the rugby field, Flo. We've got some clips on that as well. Talk us through that. When you score a try, just show us that little. Make as if you've got a rugby ball in your hand, and then
you just crack the rugby ball open.
Crack it open and down your beer.
Yeah, you just have your little, your rugby ball there, and you crack it open and you take a sip.
Very creative. Very creative.
These days, you obviously don't get too many beers in cans. It's more the bottles. But that old school can that you open, that gave it a little, that just meant now it's time to relax.
Yeah.
I don't know, I kind of incorporated that.
So Floki, you guys win a World Cup, obviously you're in Tokyo. You only realize how big winning a World Cup is or what it means for South Africa when you arrive in South Africa. And obviously you go on this, celebration tour through South Africa, trophy tour. And then we have a little party, small little party out just nearby Franschhoek. And then your favorite song of all time pops up. And obviously by that time you've cracked quite a few lagers. And obviously with a man that used to sport the mullet and is now very sharp looking, all is not lost for you. You jumped on stage and pretty much found your inner rocker.
Yeah, that was a great evening. There was obviously much to celebrate. I had my chums there, cheering me on, getting me all psyched up for the moment. Lo and behold, my favorite band of all time, rocking out there on stage just for us. It somehow just came over me that I needed to join them on stage. So,
Sorry, did they call you up? Is that the way that you remember this? Is that everybody started clapping, calling you up?
It was very much self-initiated. I was feeling confident in that moment, and I decided to capitalize on it.
We've actually got footage of that.
We've got some footage we'll say just now.
So we'd like to play.
It was actually a private party, by the way.
Yeah. The unfortunate thing is that we were also invited to that private party. The unfortunate thing for you. So just talk us through this experience and what goes through your head, and what rating would you give yourself for this performance?
That's it,
Who's that guy?
There we go.
Okay.
So Flo, give us a rating out of 10. What do you give yourself there?
Guys, that was a hell of a night. A hell of a night. I don't think any of us can deny that. A rating out of 10 of a moment in my lifetime, or as in the performance?
A moment, I guess.
Well, it was right up there with winning the World Cup.
There we go. Just part of the part of the continuation of the celebration of winning a World Cup.